Hi, this is Julie. Just wanted to do a quick recipe with you. Quick as in prep time quick. It does take a little bit longer to cook. We are just going to do a quick meatloaf today. I think it's funny when I do my recipes with you guys because it's never specific recipes. This is definitely one of those. I do it different every time. There is no exact recipe. You can use whatever meat you want. You can use beef, you can use venison, you can use pork, chicken, turkey, whatever. You don't have to use meat. You can use beans, you can use lentils, you can use whatever. Today I'm using panko crumbs, which I don't know if I've ever used because I don't usually buy these, but they were given to us. And I need to make room in my pantry. You can use, if you don't have panko crumbs, you can make your own breadcrumbs. You can use crackers. You can use rice. You can use whatever you want. So, yeah, this is what I'm doing today. I have about, this is for lunch before I get my hands all dirty, with the meatloaf for lunch, we will have some carrots that I pulled down that I canned summer before last, and then I pulled out some corn, and I pulled down some field peas and snaps, really trying to use what we have. I also, when I started thinking about using the panko crumbs, I pulled out of the freezer, let me check, pulled out of the freezer some frozen thighs. I'm letting these thaw out. My plan is tomorrow to marinate these in an Italian dressing and barbecue sauce mixture. It sounds weird, but it's a great marinade. What I might do is, since panko crumbs are more crumbs, they're not fine, I may take some of these tomorrow. You can kind of see they're not fine. They're actually like, you know, thicker breadcrumbs. So tomorrow when those thaw out, and then I marinate them in the Italian dressing and the barbecue sauce, I can blend some of these up into make more like a fine powder, add some seasoning to it to make my own like shake and bake for them, and bake the thighs tomorrow for dinner tomorrow night. So I figured while I was playing with panko crumbs today, thinking what else I could do. Okay, so for the meatloaf, I have the oven preset at 350 degrees. I have about 1.5 pounds of burger in here, of ground beef. I am using beef, not venison. I have a sad older bell pepper that I cut up. I have 2 small onions, and I have a carrot that I shredded. Carrot in meatloaf? Why yes, there's carrot in meatloaf. In this meatloaf there is, because there are no rules. What do I always say? Use what you have, right? And I have carrots, so we are putting the carrot in there. Let me turn off this water, sorry. I was going to cut up some mushrooms and some celery, but honestly, I just need to get this in the oven, so we will be good with that. I have the panko crumbs. How much do I use? I have no idea. If it's not enough, I can always add more later, right? Okay, panko crumbs. I have some, this is tomato powder. This past summer in the garden, am I going to be able to open it? I dehydrated some tomatoes, full tomatoes, and then I ground them up for tomato powder. I'm going to put some of that in. Finally what?
I get water.
I have some veggie blend. I do not have room on my spice rack for some of these seasonings, so I'm trying to get them used up. I have garlic and sea salt. have some Italian seasoning. This one did come off the spice rack. Ooh, way too much Italian seasoning. That's okay. We're good. Then I have some Worcestershire sauce, however you want to say it. Making some meatloaf. Do you need over here, or are you just looking? Okay. How's batting practice going? I got 2 eggs. And I may need to add a 3rd one, but I'm going to try not to. And then we just mix it all together. Easy. Makes it a loaf. You can use a bread pan. You can use a baking dish. I just threw a bunch of that on the floor.
Did you get water in your sunlight?
You guys are allowed to talk. Really. I'm making a bigger mess than anything. Surprise, surprise. We used to make fun of my mother. We used to tease her because she's kind of clumsy and she can't go a meal without spilling on herself. So now, I guess I'm taking after my mother. Every time we eat, it seems like I spill on my shirt. We actually went to dinner on Valentine's Day. My husband took us out to dinner, and the joke was the whole family needed napkins except Mom, who needed a bib. Within, the first few bites, I had already dribbled down my shirt. Okay. So now I'm just going to put this in our pan. And form it into a loaf. I have never made meatloaf the same way twice. You can look at that. Let me wash my hands. So yes, this is the meatloaf that I'm putting into the oven right now. I'm cooking it at 350. Again, it's all preference. So I'm cooking it at 350 for about 45 minutes or so, 45 minutes to an hour, then I'll take it out. And some people like ketchup on top of their meatloaf. Some people like barbecue sauce. We have a lot of barbecue sauce, and my husband loves barbecue sauce on meatloaf. So I will cover it in barbecue sauce and put it back in for about 15-20 minutes. Some people like their ketchup, warm. Some people like their barbecue sauce warm. Some people like it more cooked. My husband is one of those. So I will cook it a little bit longer, not to get it crunchy, but to get it cooked in, not just warmed up. And that is it for meatloaf. You throw the stuff in there, make a loaf, and bake it. About 45 minutes at 350, maybe an hour, however long you want it. Depends on how done you want it. And then take it out, cover it in whatever you want to cover it with, and put it back in. 10, 15, 20 minutes, however done you want it, and then it's ready to go. And like I said, we'll be serving it with peas and corn and carrots. That is it. There is easy meatloaf, and it took literally like less than 10 minutes to get it all together. So yeah, now we just gotta wait, and I can fold laundry and be productive while it cooks. You guys have a great day, and God bless.